Karen from the Mind Clinic here. I wanted to check in, see how you all are. I'm thinking most of you will be back at work by now. I am still working from home from this week, but next week on Monday our office is open and I can see people in person again. So I'm super excited about that. I would much rather work with someone in person than on a screen. It's just so much better. So today I just wanted to have a little chat to you about the importance of the words I am when it comes to creating the reality that you are living in. I am has a huge part in that. And I know that sounds crazy. I know it just sounds like words, right? But it's not. It's actually creating the reality that you live in. So I'm going to just take you backwards through a little process. If you bear with me, it'll be worth it, I promise. Okay, so the experiences that you have in the world, the reality that you live in and experience is created primarily from the identity that you put out into the world. So I'm not talking about whether, say, I'm a female, I'm this age. It's more the person that you think you are. So the way that you show up in the world, the things that you believe and don't believe, and the things that you find hard and the experiences that you have create the identity that you believe that you are. So what creates your identity is your belief structure, the experiences that you have, and your values. Okay. Now, if we think about something like a belief structure, a belief is just a thought that you kept thinking. Okay, let that sink in for a minute. A belief is just a thought that you kept thinking. So somewhere along the line, you might have had an experience, or someone might have told you something, or you might have heard something somewhere else of a way that you are, or a way that they are and you think you are like them, which has in turn, you've thought about it and thought about it and thought about it, and that thought has kept entering your mind, so it has become a belief of yours that you are a certain way. And when that happens, you form that belief structure of being that type of person, so you then take on that identity of being that person. And then when you move out into the world and you have experiences, it's almost like you've got goggles on of the person that has that identity. So your mind is very focused, and it brings to your attention the things that fit with that identity that you've taken on. Okay, so let's look at it as, let's take somebody that's overweight, right? So they've got the experience in the world, the reality that they are overweight. So let's go back a step. Their identity is that of an overweight person. Okay, so somewhere along the line, moving back even further, that means that they have a belief structure that is set up in order to create that identity of being somebody that is overweight. That means they've had experiences that has then in turn created that identity, and they've also got the values that has in turn created that identity for someone. Okay, so when we look at the belief structures, the identity, the values, the experiences, they have all stemmed from something that's happened to them, something that's they've been told in their life so far. So perhaps they grew up in a family that was overweight, and they heard their parents saying things like, "Oh, it runs in our family to be overweight. Oh, we've all got sweet tooths. Oh, it's really hard to lose weight. Oh, we don't like exercising. We're not those type of people," right? So they are all just thoughts. They're just thoughts. But to a young person that's quite impressionable, that takes that on board, oh, my family's a family that finds it really hard to lose weight, that doesn't like exercising, la la la. So they keep thinking that thought. that then becomes part of their belief structure, right? So it is hard to lose weight. It's hard because I like eating this type of food. I don't like exercise, right? So now you can see how that belief structure really forms, which then in turn creates their identity of being someone that's overweight. It's hard to lose weight. I only like these type of foods. I don't like to exercise. And then that's how they show up in the world. That is the reality that is created from their identity. Is this making sense so far? I think it is. I hope so. So for some of you, you might be going, what is she talking about? It's not making sense. And that's okay. You know, maybe you're just not ready to hear this type of information yet. And other people, you'll be nodding going, okay, I totally get it, right? And this isn't just for overweight people. This is for people with anxiety, any type of identity that you have has been created from these belief structures. So when I have clients coming to me, and this is all clients coming for any type of thing, as soon as they say the words, I am, la, 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 I know as soon as they say I am, they're about to list me their belief structure. So they'll say something like, if it's an overweight person, I am someone that finds it hard to lose weight. I am someone that really likes to eat savory food. I am someone that doesn't know when they feel full. I am. Okay, so as soon as anybody says to you, I am someone that, they are listing to you their belief structure, right? Which has created the identity that they are. Simple as that. But it also means that you are doing exactly the same thing. So when you say, I am someone that gets anxious in big crowds, okay, that is a reality for you. You do get anxious in big crowds. I'm not saying that you don't. But if you follow it back through the belief structure, through the experiences, through the values, then you follow it back even further. Where did I pick up that thought that I get anxious in crowds? Did I have an experience one time that something happened in a crowd and I felt anxiety, and therefore I let it shape the rest of my life, the rest of my experiences, just from this one time? Where are you holding yourself hostage because of one thing, one time, one thought that you've kept thinking that has turned into a belief for you? Okay, again, not everybody is ready to hear this, but when you are ready to hear this, this will change your life. Okay, so be very, very, very careful when you say the words I am, because you are literally creating your reality and your identity. Okay, so start being clever when you use the words I am. I am someone that finds it really easy to do this. I am someone that can lose weight if I really want to. I am someone that can learn to like exercise. Okay, those are just a couple of examples. Whatever it is that you are stuck with, have a look at your belief system. Start writing down, what do I actually believe? What is it that's keeping me stuck from experiencing what I would really like to have? Okay, and when you start breaking down that belief structure, that's when you find where it's come from, and that's when you can change it. This is what I do with my clients, okay? I also use other techniques to help them break down those belief structures, which is the whole reason to coming for me for a one-on-one session. But this is something that you can start to do for yourselves, to start to see how you've created your life in this way. So let me know in the comments, there are some really common beliefs that a lot of people have picked up. Things like, I am not good enough. I am not smart enough. I am not pretty enough. I am not fast enough. There are just so many. And this is really helpful for parents to know too. If you notice that your child is starting to say something like that and they're saying it often, be aware that this is going to become their belief structure. So this is something that you really need to get on top of if you want them to be a child that has a growth mindset, and a child that believes in themselves, and a child that is well-rounded and that has strength that comes from within. Because strength that comes from within is strength that can't be broken. As soon as we're looking outside ourselves for something, that's when it all gets messy. But that's another video. I'll do that another day. So I hope you guys are all having a good first day back if it's your first day. And I hope that you have a good rest of the week. Bye.